So we are live and ready to rip. Let's get started here. And Mariners just went in Clealy. Just got a message on that. So Mariners just went in Clealy. So they're got them both now. All right. So yeah, it'll be the same break, same price, all that good stuff. All right. Again, remaining teams in both breaks, scrolling at the bottom of the screen here. So Phillies in Clealy, Melissa Marin, you got it. Phillies in Clealy. Jeff, who do you have in Clealy? Good question. You can figure that out. Jeff Lukowitz, you have the Cubs, the Rockies, and the Rays. So again, as usual, until we show the first hit, you can still get in. Fortunately, it goes based on what's on the card and not what's left on the team. Yeah, Padres and Clealy still available, so I'll put you down for that. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 boxes of Clealy Authentic, a box each of Topps Series 1 and Series 2 Hobby, and then a slabber knocker spot up for grabs in the skunk bonus. That is our New Year's Eve tradition now. I guess we kind of started it last year. So the re-break is a concept that we've done for a few years. It's our own repack product, but it really works more as like a loyalty reward. So anytime you are in a break that has a skunk bonus in it, then any team that does not get a hit is eligible to potentially get whatever that skunk bonus is. And lately, we've mostly been doing skunk bonuses for our re-breaks. So something to keep in mind there as well. Let's kind of add it in. And just editing the post here. All right. So that's Clealy. What do we got left here? So in Clearly Authentic, again, 10% off 3 teams or more. Braves are 100, White Sox are 100, Nationals are 60, Marlins 65, Cardinals 75, and the Rangers 60. So the list is getting smaller and smaller here. Goods is fine. Like to keep that PayPal account. So again, Clearly is our feature box for this break, or feature boxes. But again, we always design our breaks so that everybody gets something out of the deal. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with Top Series 1. And then, again, we will be running our final museum collection installment immediately following this break. So the deal is, whenever we're running a break, all right, you got a little crunch time for thought. Until we show the first hit, you can still get in, but once we show that first hit, then opportunity gone. Pennies. My mom used to shop there when I was a kid. So anyways, can't say I was a fan of going there though. Sears was all right because you had the Nintendo or the Neo Geo or whatever. You know, you could play on the little demo for like 10 seconds, and then just as you're being called away, the game stops anyway, so it was all good. Thank you. So good luck, everybody. It's like those posts. In one word, tell me your age without telling me your age. And I just referenced playing Neo Geo, so there you go. Oh, pennies, yes. Well, they're fun. Like, you know, you can put them in a sock and people tick you off and you can get some enjoyment out of it. I don't know. All right. So, starting things off, Freddie Freeman for the Braves. It's one of the teams still available right now. Garrett Cole for the Yankees. And then we have Jesus Luzardo, who I guess is one of like, I don't know, 30 trades that's happened within the last 48 hours. So Jesus Luzardo, again, it's what shows up on the card, so the A's will still get this card. But I guess they wanted to ship him over to somewhere that might develop him a little more. And I mean, that's just the tip of the iceberg. It's not the big blockbuster trades like we were getting today. There's Bryce Baby for the Phillies, who did manage to pick up a couple pitchers. Again, nothing huge. But what did they get? Ian Kennedy and starter from the Rangers that is escaping my mind right now, but he's having kind of a resurgence. I don't know. It's hard to keep track of everything. Some of the big deals that went down, well, I mean, anybody on the Cubs roster is pretty much gone. You got Gibson, that was it. He used to be a Twins guy, if I remember right. Kyle Gibson. Brizzo has been broken apart. They don't even play on the same coast anymore, much less the same team. And I know that there's a lot of Cubs fans out there that are probably upset about this. But, well, first card in my hand's a hit, so this stack will be it. There's a third pitcher in that deal? Hey, Spencer Howard, and he's going to show up in one of these boxes. You know, he looks like a decent prospect. Long term, got to make those decisions. Sometimes they're not easy. I know the Mets were hoping to do more about their pitching, but getting Trevor Williams from the Cubs thrown along in with Javier Baez, I guess, isn't too bad. Oh, Krause, too? He was supposed to be an all right prospect. I don't know how he's doing this year. A lot of the Rangers prospects have kind of had rough years in the minors. I know Leody Taveras was starting to pick things up a little bit. But a lot of these guys, Anderson Tejada, Sherton Apostle, even Sam Huff, not having stellar seasons. And, you know, maybe that's part of the influence, too, of, you know, just like, all right, we need to get some new prospects in our farm system. Not that they're giving up on the ones they got, but they need a backup plan. All right. First stack of cards. Again, once we show the first hit, then the Clealy Authentic teams will no longer be available. So the Mets got Baez and Trevor Williams, and the Cubs got a decent prospect. You know, the Mets didn't give up anything crazy like when they gave up Kelnick a couple of years ago. But the Mets did give up their first rounder again, Pete Crow Armstrong. No, museum's next. We're on Clearly right now. So Luis Garcia with a rainbow foil. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like as we see a Colorado Rocky card there. So Trevor Story, they're just gonna stand pat, wait it out. There's Dalton Varsho, and you know, make the qualifying offer, get the draft pick. I don't think that's a terrible idea either, especially if no one was offering something major. You know, if they're turning down a decent prospect, like maybe not necessarily a top 100 guy, but a top 50 guy, well, do some scouting, take your chances. Christian Pache. Got Evan White. Luis Garcia again. Yeah, or Strasburg, who's locked up in a long-term deal in his mid-30s and has a neck problem. Paul Goldschmidt, home run challenge. All about that base, about that base. Mike Trout. Be nice to see Mike Trout and Clearly, wouldn't it? Again, the teams for Clearly just scrolled at the bottom of the screen. There's Leody Taveras. Joey Bart, who the Giants did not have to part with in order to get Chris Bryant. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just the place that they're in right now. But I mean, Bryant, Rizzo, or Baez, any of them really doing anything that crazy right now? Like that one should be like, oh, thank goodness we got them, you know? Yeah, the White Sox. I mean, I think, and this is something we've talked about before. You know, I like to bring up that stupid Mets trade where they got Edwin Diaz, and I'm the type of guy who's like, you don't trade for a closer, long term over a long term prospect. I don't think that, but in this case. All right, you know, so you got to assess things on a situation by situation kind of deal. First of all, when we talked about that, we did say there's a few closers that beat the trend. And even Kimbrel was starting to fade. He's come back strong this year. The White Sox think this is their year. This is their year. They're getting Robert back after extended time on injury. It just seems like, you know, Tony La Russa ain't going to be around forever. And while we may necessarily not think he's the most in touch with the way the game is today, I think internally the White Sox think, hey, you know, if we're gonna win, we got to do it soon with La Russa. There's a Griffey Platinum Players insert. Here's that first hit coming up. Last call for any teams in Clearly. Museum still available until we show the first hit in that. So, I mean, I feel like they think they're scrambling. You know, Abreu not going to be in his prime forever. This is their year. Madrigal is not going to be a part of this year. He's injured. I think he's like completely done for the season, if I'm not mistaken. So if you're going to give up a decent prospect, again, somebody where you're going to have another decent prospect behind them to back it up, all right, I think you can give that one away. Former Chicago Cub Chris Bryant is going to be the first hit out of this break. And again, on the flip side, I feel like the Cubs got a steal there because, I mean, let's face it, you got Cody Hewer also a part of that deal. Yeah, torn Achilles. Or was it Achilles? I feel like that was Jake Berger's injury from the other year. But it was a lower body injury, yeah. Oh, look at that. That's not bad. What's the code on that? Is that a regular? I think that's a regular short print. So let me, before I forget, pull the teams for Clearly off the list now. Where was I? Oh, yeah. But Cody Hewer is going to be a guy under club control for a while. He's not going to cost a ton of money. His next 6 years will probably cost less than whatever the club option is on Kimbrel. And let's face it. How much more does, you know, Kimbrel's having a nice resurgence. How much more will he have left as far as a top tier closer. All right. If this year's not a fluke, they take the club option. He pitches well next year. How much further after that does he have? So personally, I think that trade was actually a bit of a win-win. I don't know. I've heard all kinds of things. From it's probably not a major injury to it could be a Liz Frank, and these are just speculations people are making. But if I had to guess, when they say indefinitely, I would have to think that they've got to do some further testing. I think he'll be in a doctor's office over the weekend. And we got Alec Boehm for the Phillies. Well, is Dak Prescott really a loss? If he can't play? I don't know, I guess so. Rainbow foil for the Rockies. The Mets may have had to give up P-Crow Armstrong, but at the very least, I can say they did not give up Francisco Alvarez. He's really, other than continuing the flow of pitching in that club, Alvarez is the marquee prospect that I would not want to see gone. Got Thurman Munson there on the iconic card. Bobby Dalbec. I think we need to give Wentz a little bit more credit. He usually does make it until after the bye week. So, usually does make it after the bye week. I think many would say that they saw an injury coming. You really can't, but you can sometimes a little bit. Casey Mize. I guess it was just a matter of which quarterback was going to be ready first. What do they got? Erlinger that they drafted this year, something like that. He might still need a little seasoning. So I think that as far as Jacob Eason goes, this is the best case scenario. He's going to have a chance to actually prove himself before he likely gets Minshew'd and released. But seriously, Eason gets an opportunity here. There's Davey Garcia to show what he's worth. And I think that's going to be the best case scenario for him, because even if he's not the one that they want to keep more than the other, this makes him tradable and gives his career a little bit of an extra boost. And his cards a little more value. I have a really nice Pro Bowl patch auto. Max Kepler did not end up getting traded. Byron Buxton's name was starting to get flown around after Barrios ended up saying adios. Nationals blew everything up too, man. Nobody left. Scherzer and Turner. Did not expect them to both be gone, especially in this same deal. And the Dodgers, the rich keep getting richer. Going to be a scary team to face. And here comes the Bohm, ready or not. We got Alec Bohm with the short print. Good last minute grab there getting the Phillies. That's a good start. We'll see what happens in Clearly, but that's a good start. Well, I think they had to. I mean, let's face it, like everybody's contract ran out at the same time. You're either signing them or you're not. And we know what the answer was. Can't sign everybody. And, you know, how good were they really doing with what they already had anyway? Get something while you can. What can you say? Get something while you can. But, I mean, you look at the Central Division, you look at some of the players that went back to the Cubs, including Madrigal. I like him. I think the power is still developing, but I think it's there. He has hit a decent amount of doubles for the at-bats that he's had. So, really, you know, keeping an eye on him the next 2 years. I think he could develop into a 20 home run guy. Am I crazy for thinking that? I think the league needs a little more Madrigal. Not somebody who's going to strike out 185 times in a year. But, you know, somebody who can put the ball in play, hit for average. So, yeah, the Yankees gave up quite a few prospects over the course of the last few days. You almost have to wonder, are the Yankees falling into the same trap that gave them some hard times? They're just like, we're not doing well. People are mad right now. There's a guy the Dodgers got rid of, Kybert Ruiz. I think Seager will walk. Is his brother's contract also out this year? There's Vlad Sr. Maybe they want to play together somewhere. I don't know. Somebody's going to throw him lots of money. There's Ryan Mountcastle. Probably one of the most underrated rookies of 2021. So I think the Yankees gave up a little bit too much. And then they're going to go and they're going to find, oh, we really got some holes in our minor league system. 92 out of 300. The debate is on. Is it Cody Bellinger or is it not? But it's his card, so whoever's in the picture, who cares? All about that base, about that base. Nate Pearson. He was traded away, wasn't he? I don't know, I was watching it on MLB.com as everything was going down, and they were shouting out so many hypothetical names, and then the real trades would happen, and it's kind of hard to remember which were which. But the Blue Jays got Barrios, and I want to say it was Austin Martin. Austin Martin and Simeon Woods Richardson. That was it. I think he was a hypothetical. Unless... Yeah, he was a former Mets prospect. So there's Spencer Howard. That is the Through the Years. So, not actually a Hank Aaron autograph. I don't even want to give those cards 1 cent love anymore. I just can't stand them. There's Cody Hewer, who's going to be taking the long trip across town. I mean, he played 21 games last year, 3-0, 1 save. His whip was under 1. His ERA was like 1.5. 25 strikeouts versus 9 walks. Not up to date on what he's doing this year, but I'm sure it probably isn't as good. But again, as far as relievers go, what kind of consistency do you see anymore anyway? Let's face it, most relievers, not all, most relievers nowadays are starters that just couldn't hack it. They're good, but not for... What does a starter even go for now? 4 innings? 3? Feels that way on some teams. I mean, you look at Cole Hamels getting picked up. How many innings is he going to go? You know, but if you got a team with a good bullpen, you make it work. All right, so that's the Series 1 box. Let's knock out Series... You know what? No, let's split it up. Let's do 5 boxes of the Clearly Authentic. That makes more sense. 5 boxes of the Clearly Authentic. Then we'll do the Series 2. Then we'll do another 5. And first one for starters is going to go to the Red Sox. Tanner Houck. Shoot, I did forget one. Hold on 1 second. Did I miss a link? No, I didn't. I did send it. Okay, good. Thought I'd forgotten a link, but I didn't. What was in the silver pack? Bryce, Luzardo, Cole, and Freeman. Bryce, Luzardo, Cole, and Freeman. So, Tanner Houck, first auto of the break. And the A's get one of the alternate designs here. Jose Canseco, not numbered. All right, so we got a rookie. We got a retired player. Where's that superstar? Number 12 out of 99. One of the last remaining Chicago Cubs, right? I don't know. Did this guy get traded? I don't even know. Braylon Marquez. 12 out of 99 for the Cubbies. It's already their second hit. Numbered 15 out of 25. Among the last teams taken, Rhys Hoskins. So Phillies continuing to do all right so far. So Rhys Hoskins, numbered to 25, blue parallel. And the Marlins. Jazz Chisholm. Jazz Chisholm, Marlins. I got one. I think I've actually hit a few Chisholm autographs. I might have one of them left. One that we did in the winter time. Let's see here. He wasn't on the Series 1 checklist as a base card, but he was on there as an autograph. So, I lucked out there. So that just Jazz Chisholm now for sale. Just saying. So, silver pack. And Series 2. Bryce, baby. Hello, Joe Adele. Mets are getting Dykstra back. He retired. I think even his kid retired. Is he on parole? Jose Abreu. Tariq Skubal. I shouldn't say things like that. I'll probably be at a show he's at one day. He might shank me. Anyway. Series 2. No, we'll talk about Deshaun Watson when we do football. Actually, we won't talk about Deshaun Watson when we do football. One, because I think there's some liability in that. You got here. Oh, we got another short print here. There we go. Rookie short print. Still awaiting that first hit. Yeah, you know, if you go on Howard Stern and you come off creepier than Howard Stern, there's a problem. And Howard Stern just tries to sound creepy just for fun, I feel like. Brian Hayes for the Pirates. Got Tanner Rourke, Ricky Henderson, Brent Rooker. Oh man, sorry. Education right there. I'm sure Grandma enjoyed being translator. There's William Contreras, Eloy Jimenez. Anytime I hear Mitch Williams' name, I always think about the time my coworker blew up his car. Have you ever heard the story from, what is it, Wing Bowl? So I worked kind of close to Atlantic City. This is going back years. You may have been 9 at the time. No. So, gosh, this is like maybe 2000. Oh man, I feel old. Like maybe 2010-ish. Mitch Williams was just coming back to Philly area and was just starting his radio show. So however long his radio show is, that's how old this story is. His first radio show was actually going to be the Monday after this incident happened. And somebody that I was a coworker of, he and his friends were at Wing Bowl, which is like a big wing eating contest in Philly. There's another Jazz Chisholm for the book. And, you know, they're tailgating and all this stuff. Having a good time, drinking some beers, barbecuing. So the temporary grill that they had was too hot. They tell you not to throw the hot coals in the garbage because you could start a fire. I've seen some numbnut do that at MetLife Stadium before. So they actually had an empty parking spot next to them. So they left this little tiny barbecue on the parking spot and went inside to Wing Bowl. And sure enough, Mitch Williams comes into the parking lot, finds an open space, I guess not paying close enough attention that there was something there, and parked his car right on top of it. Brand new car, by the way. I'm not talking like this is his car, like he's had it for a few years. The new car smell is still in there. And so he parks his car, and I don't think he even made it inside before a loud bang or something happens. He turns around, and his car is in flames. He just barely, not only was the car new, but he just barely had enough time to pull his brand new golf clubs out of the trunk before everything else was a total loss. But I'll tell you what, his first morning radio show in Philly, he had something to talk about. Actually, the surrounding cars also caught some fire damage. So, sure enough, and because of course we weren't going to believe him what happened, and we had we're in Philadelphia radio range. So we have the show on in the morning, and sure enough, he's talking about it, and the car that they were in, his car had some burning damage on the side of it. There's William Contreras with a short print. I don't know if they were JFK's clubs or not. I think they were new too, like the car. He's moving back to Philly, getting a new car, new golf clubs, probably a new girlfriend. I don't know. Okay, Jimmy Hoffa's clubs. I wasn't a huge Seinfeld fan. I watched a lot of the shows, but it really didn't stick with me. Frogger was my favorite. How can you not like the Frogger ending? Got Tatis die cut. So anytime I hear Mitch Williams, I always think of that story and how somebody gets more of an acquaintance. I worked with him for maybe a couple of years. How my ex-coworker blew up his car. All right. No hit yet. So for those of you waiting for Museum, that's coming up in just a few minutes. Just got to finish ripping through this box, and then we have 5 more boxes of Clearly Authentic. We'll do a quick recap, and then we'll go right into the next break. I figure, why wait? I looked at the list. I was like, the lists are pretty much the same, 90% the same for both breaks. And neither of them are particularly long. And I can get right to work sorting and trying to get all this stuff out. So if I don't fall asleep sitting up like last night, I'll be good. So, yes, indeedy, a lot of teams making moves today. Is anybody upset that their team was too quiet? A lot of teams making some noise, but I know, what was it? Thought I saw Cardinals fans complaining they felt their team was too quiet. I think it was good for my team, the Mets, to make some sort of a move today, because it proves that the owner will back up all that money he's got with action. It was Edwin Rios' picture. Look at that. I couldn't remember who the guy was that everybody said it was. Definitely is Edwin Rios. Eddie Murray. Yeah, I think they had some dead contract weight or something. Either that or, I don't know, lots of fan bases just like to complain for the hell of it. The complaints were that Happ and Lester have nothing left in the tank. What was it? Happ had a showcase that he did recently and was barely touching 90. But he's more on the crafty side than the speed side anyway. And John Lester, what is he, like in the top 3 active in wins? But it's, you know, I mean, it's pretty much over there too, right? Reds are another team in that Central, NL Central. Who did they pick up? Was it Luis Cessa that they picked up? I don't remember if there's any other major deals for the Reds. Numbered 6 out of 70. You got Drew Rasmussen. Brewers, I felt, did something like early in the week. There's Alex Kirilloff. I don't remember. Didn't the Brewers pick somebody, I don't want to say inconsequential, but obviously not as big of a name as some of the ones we saw today with Scherzer and Bryant and Baez, Trey Turner, some of those guys. I don't think the Royals were doing much either way, right? Danny Duffy got traded. Was he still a Royal at this point? I don't even remember. I know Danny Duffy was a name on the list. Jorge Soler's gone. Braves made some moves. But I feel like I don't know. I feel like they were trying to replace the fact that Acuna's missing. And everybody they picked up are outfielders. I guess they're trying to replace the fact that Ozuna's missing too. Pache's still in AAA, right? So they got Soler, they got Duvall back. I feel like there's 2 more names for the Braves. I wouldn't be surprised that we don't see Acuna until the All-Star break next year. I mean, being young enough that he could maybe recover before that. There's Jake Cronenworth. But do you really want to push it? Well, there's Barrios, no longer a Twin now. There's Jazz Chisholm. I mean, you know, you look at Joe Burrow. I know it's not the same sport and the same use on those legs, but he recouped in 9 months. Pete Alonso, Braxton Garrett. Yeah, with as many years, there's Chris Bryant. With as many years as you want Acuna to be around, don't rush him. 195 out of 2021. Cleveland Indians. JT Brubaker, rainbow foil. Jose Abreu. Jacob deGrom. He's going to be out for another 2 weeks now. He had some tightness, and they stopped his throwing program. So I shouldn't say be out for 2 more weeks. His return is going to be prolonged for 2 extra weeks. He's still got to try to get back up and going again. I wouldn't be surprised at this point now if you might see a couple rehab starts. The Mets are going to want him healthy in October. So Sam Huff for the Rangers. Hit for Series 2 still coming out. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Did Cleveland really do anything? And there's another Sam Huff, and this one is 1661 out of 2021. Been hitting a lot of parallels of Huff lately. We had the short print, the advanced stat to 300, now the gold. I think they've gone to all different places, though. Oh, speaking of gold, Orioles, number 25 out of 50. Ryan Mountcastle, relic. And then to close it out, the last 5 boxes of Clealy Authentic that we'll be opening tonight. I got 10 more here. So again, if you think you're going to stay in for this second half, contact me. Holds will be in effect until 2 p.m. Eastern. And at that point, we'll see how close we are. If we're more than, 12, we got 12 teams, then we should have enough to have another break. Albert Abreu for the Yankees. I'd like to see the other half case go in a break. Numbered 40 out of 75 for Minnesota, don't you know? Brent Rooker. Numbered 54 out of 99, Andy Forever Young. Diamondbacks. Museum breaks right after, correct. We'll do a quick recap and we'll go right into it. Padres. Jake Cronenworth. It's a good thing that's at least Cronenworth something, right? I like Cronenworth. And then numbered 90 out of 99. So we got another what you call it, different design. This is of the Allen and Ginter variety. Have the Pirates hit in the first three? The only thing I remember was, I think it was the last part, we did have a Colin Moran relic. But no Brian Hayes, if that's what you're wondering. So the last hit in this break is going to be pretty nice too. Another miss, unfortunately. Swing and a miss. Numbered 90 out of 99, and clearly that's a good card right there. The Big Hurt, Frank Thomas. So let's recap it real quick because we're going to right into the next break. Little honorable mention there. Alec, Here Comes the Bone with a short print. Numbered to 50. We got Ryan Mountcastle. Actually, I got some 59-cent top loaders right here. We kicked things off with one of the players the Cubs kicked out, Chris Bryant. He was actually the last guy traded in all that shuffle. William Contreras also had a short print. Joe Adell with a silver pack card. And then a pretty decent lineup here. We got plenty of color so far. Andy Young to 99 for the Diamondbacks. Also to 99, Braylon Marquez. Number to 75 for the Twins. Brent Rooker. Marquez a Cub, by the way. Albert Abreu for the Yankees. Tanner Houck for the Red Sox. Phillies, Rhys Hoskins, number to 25 with the 86 design. Jose Canseco, going old school there as well. Jazz Chisholm, rookie auto. Jake Cronenworth, rookie auto. That's for the Padres. And White Sox, Frank Thomas, number to 99. Some fun stuff there, right? The night is not over yet. Museum number 4. Bear with me 1 second while I move these boxes over. So thank you. Again, anybody who's going to keep, please message me as soon as possible. Help me save my sanity. If you're looking for a personal after museum, again, we've had these at a very ultra competitive price. Actually, pretty much retail shelf price. Somebody probably already cleared out your Walmart or your Target. I usually don't get retail stuff in, so $19.99. It's probably more than $3 to ship it. So I thought we were doing a good price on these. You see these, $30 elsewhere. So today's the last day to get them, $22.99. No problem. Thank you, Damon. And then Pro Set Sports came out. And I really liked what I've seen come out of the product so far from the posts that Leaf has been giving us from the National. And we opened a couple boxes, and I mean, when Cal Ripken Jr. is coming out of a rough box, that's a good thing. You got Mike Tyson and Buster Douglas, numbered to 8 was one of the cards. Cal Ripken Jr. numbered to 20. So we opened 2 boxes. Those were the notables that came out. And I got 3 boxes left. $249 plus today only $25 group break credit to go along with the box. All right. Setting us up for Museum 4. Roll call time. That's Clearly. There's Museum. All right. So Michael Kelly, Steve Marone, Dan Colton. Oh, wait, oh, shoot, that's 2. Hold on. My bad. Has anybody else noticed sometimes that the stuff on your timeline doesn't show up in the right order? I'll be scrolling down, and then I'll be like a week prior as far as the time order of things, and then the post that I just posted all of a sudden shows up. Gets confusing. Here we go. My apologies. Michael Kelly, John George, Gregory Krause, Jeff Lukowitz, Dan Stacy, Hector Narvaez, John McClellan, Chad Reagan, Daniel Logan, Chris Eccles, Melissa Marin, Mike Coleman, Bruno Teixeira, and that's it. On YouTube, thank you. So, again, scrolling at the bottom of your screen right now are the remaining teams. Once we show the first hit, that is it. Three boxes of museum collection, one Top Series 2 box hobby, like this right here. Orioles 45, Red Sox 70, White Sox 100, Tigers 40, Marlins 45, Mets 55, Phillies 100, and the Pirates are 40. Again, this will conclude our 12-box run of museum collection. And we've had some pretty impressive stuff so far, I'll say that. All right. So, all right, that should be everybody who hasn't already been in here already. Everyone else was either in the first break or already got sent a link for the first break. All right. So again, Orioles 45, Red Sox 70, White Sox 100, Tigers 40, Marlins 45, Mets 55, Phillies 100, Pirates 40. Yeah, you look at the last break, we had a couple people jump in at the last minute, and they got decent hits out of the deal. We also had a few teams not taken that also got decent hits out of the deal. Don't let those hits be misses. Let's see if we can't knock out a few more teams. 10% off 3 teams or more. I'm going to do top 3 bang for the buck teams left right now. Top 3. Oh, it's tough. Marlins, Phillies, Orioles. How's that sound? I like the Mets too. And the White Sox got some good possibilities. Although one of those decent possibilities isn't on the team anymore, but... And again, once we get the first hit, that's it. We'll start off with the Top Series 2 box. Good luck, everybody. And let's see how. I don't know. We started off with some major fireworks. Part 3 was a little light. Do we still have a big banger still sitting in there? I think we're gonna see a nice rookie come out. That's my theory. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I think we'll see a nice rookie come out. Kevin Biggio. Derek Jeter. Christian Yelich. And Jesus Sanchez of the Marlins. It's not a terrible silver card right there. Jazz would have been maybe a little nicer, but Jesus got some upside. Again, Orioles 45, Red Sox 70, White Sox 100, Tigers 40, Marlins 45, Mets 55, Phillies 100, Pirates 40. Are we still awake out there? I have not seen a comment since roll call. Are we doing all right? Is this a little too late? Again, I figured most of the names were the same. Might as well just go back to back. All about that base, about that base. Brent Rooker. Big Poppy. Pavin Smith. Giancarlo Stanton. Robbie Grossman, Rainbow Foil. Greg Maddux, 70th anniversary. There's Cronenworth with the rookie card. Numbered 73 out of 299. Ryan Zimmerman. What do they call that again? Orange foil board. Oh, that's not creative. I thought they had a cool name for those. Green foil board. Carlos Martinez. Numbered 118 out of 499. Ozzy Albies. It's hard to tell, but it is a platinum border for the 70th anniversary, which is considered a platinum year. 37 out of 70, Mike Brissot. Bro. Got the Future Stars slapped on there. Y'all need to stop yawning. It's contagious. Fernando Tatis. Next stack of cards. And we got a hit in my hand. So we got one hit already in my hand. I got a short print in my hand. What number is that? Yeah, basic one. So we open up this Topps box and then we bang out the remainder out of museum collection. Again, my instinct tells me if there's one thing to look for in this installment, it's going to be a rookie. It's going to be a decent rookie. That's just based on what's not yet come out so far. That's what my instinct tells me. A few of those teams that are still on the board have some decent rookie potential. Orioles, you got Mountcastle. Red Sox, you got Bobby Dalbec. White Sox, you got Madrigal and Vaughn. Tigers got Casey Mize. Marlins, Jazz Chisholm. Mets, Phillies, Pirates, Brian Hayes. Well, no, Phillies have Alec Bohm. I'm sorry. So Damon Ott's going to take the Pirates. Let's see what we got here. So Pirates are now gone. Anyone else want to take a crack before we expose this first hit? It's good to know someone's awake. Steven Strasburg with the rainbow foil. Sam Huff. Thank you. Jahmai Jones. Michael Chavis. Didn't he get traded away? I feel like the Red Sox got rid of Michael Chavis. Christian Pache. Daz Cameron. I guess the Tigers had a quiet trade deadline, right? I can't think of any Tigers off the top of my head, but again, there was a lot of deals to keep track of. Oh, Christian Arroyo's on the Red Sox. I didn't realize that. I thought we'd get more out of Christian Arroyo. I don't know. His career's not over yet, I guess. Pedro. And there's that hit. We got Yankees. Davy Garcia. So now we're going to slow this thing down. So Yankees, Davy Garcia. So the second half of the Clealy Authentic case is technically not posted yet, but that's basically the one break we've got in motion now. Football break coming tomorrow. Now we finally got through this too. Orioles with a short print. Eddie Murray. Also expect at least another baseball break to follow. Kirilov. So Clearly and something else. What do you guys want to see for baseball? Let's get people chatting again. If it's on my list, it's open game. What do you want to see in the next baseball break? Anything special? Some of the more recent sets that I still have some more laying around of would include Gypsy Queen, Finest. What else do I have that's recent? Could go with some older favorites. They don't even have to be from this year. Would we have interest in a past, present, and future? I mean, those are generally big breaks. And that jambalaya one didn't quite fill up like I would have liked. So I have more Bowman too, yeah. Tom Seaver. Last of the hobby packs here. Then I'll have to change that trash bag. All about that base, about that base. Contreras. Moniak. I'd like to do a past, present, future. I haven't done one in a while. Usually that involves at least one really big box, though. Okay, Brian Hayes. Wilson Contreras. Sherten Apostle. Jared Oliva, 1264 out of 2021. Jazz Chisholm. Trevor Bauer. So they changed this one. There's an alternate version from 0 to 60 to 50 shades. No, that's not cool. But it's really late at night, so my filter goes down. Anyway. 1156 out of 2021. New York Mets. Sometimes I gotta say things to make sure people are awake, too. And that is a Tatis. And that is a wrap. Now, museum collection. Zero to prison. I don't know. Two Walmart bags with holes in them, but maybe the holes will not let the packs through. I don't know. One wrapper made it to the floor. Alright. Here we go. All right. Garrett Cole, numbered to 99. Was that 24 out of 99? Ichiro. Devin Williams. Carlos Correa. And a relic card, 65 out of 99. Trevor Story. Primary pieces for the Rockies. Let's see here. Got Garrett Cole sleeved up at least as a parallel, I know. And then what's next? I feel like there could be a redemption in here. Yes, there is. Another serial numbered card, 93 out of 150, Ty Cobb. We got a little H to the Izzo, New York's Anthony Rizzo, Randy Arozarena, Robin Yount, and archival autograph gold parallel, Wilson Contreras for the Cubs. Wilson Contreras for the Cubbies. Ichiro, bronze parallel. Sammy Sosa, Jackie Robinson, Juan Soto, and Devin Williams, numbered 251 out of 318. Don't know why it's not like $2.99 or $4.99. Maybe it was supposed to be $4.99, and at $318, he was just like, "Screw this." You can keep your 50 cents an autograph. one more autograph here, right? No, we had two. So, most likely not. Should be a relic. How about Contreras being a thingamabobber? Luis Robert, bronze. Puckett, Cobb, Bieber, and Albert Pujols, 5 out of 35. Pujols, 5 out of 35 for the Angels. Box number 1. Box number 2. Let's see what we got. Come on. They're nice and snug in there. Got Jose Abreu, Brett, Albies, Musial, and numbered 54 out of 284. Cubs, Kyle Hendricks. $129 out of 150, Kirby Puckett. Bregman, Ted Williams, Jake Cronenworth, and Yoan Moncada, 34 out of 50. Cronenworth sleeved up right now. Next. Brian Hayes with a bronze. Matt Chapman, Sixto Sanchez, Christian Pache. Archival autograph number 106 out of 300 for the Yankees, Luke Voit. So, Yankees, Luke Voit. finishing up box number 2. Ooh, you know, another thing that I got laying around is Tribute. That's always fun. Got Mike Trout, bronze parallel. Nate Pearson, Joe Mauer, that Bob Gibson, yep. And number 25 out of 75, A's, Matt Chapman, Matt Olson, Ramon Laureano, and Jesus Luzardo. A's. Final box. Again, if anybody's looking for a personal after this, gonna be last call for Leaf Pro Set Sports with a $25 group rate kickback, and last call for Sage Blasters at $22.99 ripped and shipped. And we got Ken Griffey Jr. with a bronze. Brett Albies, Musial. Numbered 99 out of 99, Carlos Correa, Astros. Casey Mize, bronze. Brady Singer. Ron Santo. Max Scherzer. And numbered 193 out of 349. Twins, Brent Rooker. Looks like we got a corner issue there. Yeah. So, Twins, Brent Rooker. All right, the last two of these mini boxes here. Andrew McCutcheon, Kettle Marte, Nate Pearson, Joe Mauer, and I guess it wasn't a big rookie that was still left. I guess it was still a regular player. Numbered 50 out of 85 for the Brewers, Christian Yelich. It's not a bad pull right there. Archival autograph. 50 out of 85, Christian Yelich. So we got Stan Musial, numbered 47 out of 50. DeGrom, bench. DeGrom. And Miggy Cabrera for the Tigers, 17 out of 25. Closing it out. Recap. So we had Carlos Correa for the Astros to 99. A's with a quad relic. Chapman Olsen, Laureano Luzardo. Yankees to 300. Luke Voit and Davy Garcia. Number to 284, Cubs, Kyle Hendricks. Angels to 35, Albert Pujols. Well, Michael, recapping the second break, you were in the first. Trevor Story, Rockies, number to 99. Devin Williams, Brewers, number to 318. You did hit, though. Huge, but you did hit. White Sox to 50, Yoan Moncada. In the middle of this video will be the recap. I'll get your pull in a second. Archival Gold, Willson Contreras. Cubs, Twins, Brent Rooker, number to 349. Tigers to 25, Miggy Cabrera. And Brewers, number to 85, Christian Yelich. So thanks for those who were in either or both of these breaks. We'll continue to see who wants to be in Clearly Authentic. Just let me know if you are keeping or dropping by sending me a quick message on Messenger. And then I guess not going to recap the whole thing, but it definitely was better than Dontrell Willis. It wasn't as good as the other color socks. The White Sox had probably the best pull. Red Sox did have Tanner Houck, and it's a rookie, so I mean, I guess time will tell if this is a better hit than Dontrell Willis. If he has an ERA of like 7 the last 4 years of his career, then it's just as good. But was it Dahlbeck? No, but it was somebody. And what does AKYT stand for? So I don't think his ERA is up to 7. Maybe since they stopped allowing the stuff on the balls, but not for the whole season. Let's see here. Garrett Cole, 2021, 10-6. Yeah, that 3.11 ERA is pretty rough. 2 complete games, 1 shutout. Leading the league with 176 strikeouts. Yeah, it's pretty rough. That's his highest ERA since 2017, 3.11. Yeah. I'm going off a baseball reference. I don't know if that game's in there or not yet. Looking a little bit better than Chris Sale's looked lately, though. Anyways. So, again, for those keeping in Clearly Authentic, the whole period runs out at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Oh, always keep your teams. Gotcha. Yes. That should be on a t-shirt. Next Marc-Down t-shirt. It's gonna be right on the sleeve. Always keep your teams. Can tell I'm tired. Shoot, I thought I was gonna get some stuff sorted tonight. It's not looking so good. It's not good. Post office closes at 1. I wanted to have this done. Oh. There you go. Create a hashtag for it. So, anybody got anything for me? Otherwise, gonna go to bed, wake up as early as I can, get back to work. Now that we got these 2 out of the way, I was waiting until they were scheduled. Expect football I'll post Clearly Authentic now so people can comment on that. And another baseball break. I'm gonna put it together. I don't know if we'll make it tomorrow. We'll try. Excuse me. So again, that's a wrap for now. Tomorrow's another day, and who knows? Maybe if we got enough keeping in the Clearly Authentic break, we can run through that at some point. So thank you again, and we'll rip you a new one soon. Have a good night.